This came about because the Learning From Auschwitz charity invited Minister Sacramento to go over with them last July, with them and the children that go with the charity, to Auschwitz and to learn a bit about what was happening there. And they met Arek, who had already come to Gibraltar a few years back, but the minister met him, and then she decided, well, if it's great to have like 30-odd children learning from him here, how great would it be to bring Arek back over to Gibraltar? An actual survivor of the Holocaust, and talk and give his message to anyone in Gibraltar that wants to go and hear about this. No? And it's a great opportunity to hear it straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak. Unfortunately, there are less and less survivors of the Holocaust alive today, and it's a unique opportunity to go and hear him speak and to be able to ask him questions and learn from his experience.
I mean, he's got such an incredible story to tell, Naomi, and to hear that in person will probably make all the difference from, say, reading it in his book.
We found with the students, when we take them and they meet the survivor, that the impact it has on them is never going to be the same as reading it in a book or seeing it in a film. And as Jason rightly says, you have a great opportunity next week to listen to Arek's story, and it is absolutely, you have to hear it to believe what this gentleman went through, as well as all the other people who were in the camp.
Now, he's also going to be joined by a Holocaust education advisor, I understand, so what will he bring to it as well?
Mike specializes in teaching about the Holocaust. And the whole point of learning about the Holocaust is really so that we don't make the same mistakes again. And as a society, I think it's important, particularly with young students, that they learn lessons from people like Mike and Arek. Mike will teach them how it came about and what the consequences of that historical atrocity. I think it's important because it teaches, as a society, it teaches us how hatred and discrimination and prejudice can be so negative, destructive, and awful.
The Learning from Auschwitz project, I suppose, has been very successful over the years. Tell me what kind of feedback you've been getting from students, past students who go to them, for example, the most recent trip in July, and the experiences that they bring back with them.
I tell you honestly that most of them will come back and say it's changed their lives. And I know it sounds very traumatic and dramatic, but the truth is that, thank God we're very spoiled in Gibraltar and we've got a very easy life. And when it opens their eyes to what can happen, and it starts basically in a school playground, from bullying, how it can destroy somebody's life. And so they learn how not to do things. And I hear stories from some students who tell me now they won't sit and listen to a joke that is racial, for example. They won't accept bullying of another person. They appreciate things in life a lot more. If I told you that one parent said to me, my son doesn't complain anymore, and before it was continuous complaining, even there's no ketchup on the table, and he moaned the whole meal about the perspective changes.
And it's very important in this day and age when we hear so much from right-wing propaganda. It's important for children to understand, or adults as well, to understand that that's how it starts. And the Holocaust, what happened in Auschwitz and other parts of Germany and Austria and Poland, that's the end game. But it's very important to understand how it starts and to identify it for what it is.